Ah, baby. 3, 2, 1. Let me just listen to the Spider-Man song for a second. All right, ready? Let's pause it now. How is everyone's Wednesday going? Because I am now going to review the Google Home Hub, and it's actually right here, and it's been sitting on my little studio for like the past 2 weeks now, and you've been seeing it in its normal setting. I'll get to that in a second. Right now you've been just seeing it just display some pictures, and I think that is one of the best features for it. But let's first talk about the design and price and what colors it comes in. The Google Home Hub stands at right now at $99. When I bought this thing in Black Friday about 3 months ago, I thought it was a really good deal to get it for $100. I was like, ooh, a smart display for $100. But it turns out Google is just making this the normal price because it is January 23rd, and it still shows on their website that it's on sale from $150. And the Google Home Hub comes in 4 different colors: aqua, sand. Aqua is kind of the bluish, and then sand is kind of like this pinkish, it's kind of like sand. I could just say sand. And then it comes in the normal chalk and charcoal, which is kind of like white and dark black. The Google Home Hub is a smart display, so it comes with a 7-inch LCD display on the front, which is of course touchscreen, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm definitely not going to discriminate on the quality. You could definitely get by watching YouTube videos on that thing. When I first saw the screen, I was like, oh, it's not going to be that good for $100 display with a speaker behind it, but it turns out it's good. And talking about those speakers, it's just, according to Google, a full range speaker. So there's probably not any dedicated woofer, and this thing is trying to just make up the lows or the bass. But I think the sound sounds good. It's definitely going to fill up a room, but not a house. It's nowhere near the HomePod, or I'm sure the Amazon Echo Plus, or even the Google Home Max. But you're not going to get that for $100. For $100, it's kind of near the sound of a Google Home Mini, but just slightly louder and slightly more clarity overall. But not too different than the Home Mini. And on the front, you have 2 microphones, which is plenty for you to be standing all across the room, or maybe, yeah, just all across the room, and it's gonna pick up your okay blank. And I'm gonna cross out that voice whenever I say it because that is annoying, I know, for watching YouTube videos. The real magic on the Home Hub comes in with that Ambient EQ light sensor. And you're probably wondering, what in the world is an Ambient EQ light sensor? Well, this is the light sensor that's on your phone, which is most likely on your phone, so that when you're ever going to a call, it automatically shuts off the screen. This is exactly what the Google Home Hub has. But instead, it's not really used to turn off the screen, but more likely to adjust it to the environment. So let's say there's kind of like a blue tint to the light that's shining on it, it's gonna match with that blue tint. So it looks like a picture frame. It looks like a perfect picture frame, especially with those white bezels. It looks good, especially when there's a yellow hint on it. It's gonna look yellow, and it perfectly matches every scene you put it in. And especially when you turn off the lights to go to sleep, it automatically turns into a night clock mode, which is amazing. So when you're falling asleep, you don't have to be like, oh, I guess I have to turn my Google Home Hub to off. But no, it automatically switches that, and it's a beautiful thing, especially if you can keep this on your nightstand, because it is pretty overall a small device, standing at 7 inches diagonally and probably 9 inches overall from other side to the other side. So this device can perfectly fit on your nightstand. Of course, if you want recipes and you're gonna put it in the kitchen, I haven't used this Home Hub for that feature yet, because I don't cook for myself just yet, but you could use it to pull up any recipes. And with the actual SmartThings software, which is what this runs, it is a beautiful set of what you could do with this. It gives you 100 of different recommendations on what you could ask the Google Assistant to do. And it's wonderful. I'm gonna show you some examples in a second on what the display looks like, because I don't think anyone should ever buy a Google Home again. Standing at around $130 for the Google Home, I think that product is almost useless now. I mean, unless they bump it up in sound quality, where it's definitely you could differentiate the sound quality in between the Google Home and this Home Hub. But for right now, the Home Hub sounds good for the common person. and it has a display, a 7-inch display. And I mean, I love watching YouTube videos. I could watch the Infinity War trailer on it all the time. Like right before I go to sleep, I just say, okay, Google, turn on this. Oh my gosh, it's gonna play it now. So I can't say that.
My apologies, I don't understand.
But I just say the command to play the Avengers Endgame trailer on YouTube and it plays it. And I just like listen to that right before I go to bed and just get me in that vibe. Like, ooh, Avengers Endgame, that's gonna be such a good movie. But we're talking about the Google Home Hub here. And let me show you some things that it can do. The first thing that I would like to demonstrate is the night clock mode, because I use this every single day because of course I gotta go to sleep. So okay, Google, turn off shed lights. 3, 2, 1.
You got it, turning 3 lights off.
And I say, if I say, Alexa, turn off first plug, and it's at ambient, and it should be, oh, you could just see that light sensor. And it's not gonna go to night because I still have the windows open over there. But if I did, I'll probably do this right now. If I put my finger over the sensor, it's going to turn the display a different color. If I put it back on and say, okay, Google, turn on shed lights, you're gonna see that ambient sensor in work.
Sure, turning on 3 lights.
And it's going to adjust, and bam, we're right back. And of course, I can control all the lights. So ready, 17%, all the way to 100. And this is the Smart Things software. So you see the music I was just playing. This depends right here. Here's some options, some quick options for we could ask the Google Assistant, play some relaxing sounds, good night, all the different things. And here's the weather because of course, okay Google, what's the weather? One of the most common
right now in Miami Lakes it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy.
75 degrees in the winter.
Today there will be thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 78 and a low of 72.
I'm just gonna let it talk. Here we have the hourly forecast for the weather, and I say, how about this weekend, which is now just in a few days. It's gonna tell you, ooh, it's gonna go down to 58 degrees on this beautiful interface, and then right back to the center. To swipe up from the top, right there, and then you have your lights. I can see all my lights that I have. And even if you don't have any smart home appliances, this is still a good smart display, because if you ask things like, okay Google, how old is Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is 72 years old.
Things like that, and you get that visual information in your head, which always helps. Okay Google, ask Mr. Satoshi about the price of Bitcoin. You could ask about the price
Currently,
of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is at $3,000.
Here you can see the price of Bitcoin's at $3,500. Okay, Google, ask Mr. Satoshi about the price of Litecoin, and he's gonna tell me that. It caught it right here.
Sorry, which currency are you looking for?
Litecoin.
Currently, Litecoin is at 31.93676.
Thank you for that. We could play some relaxing sounds.
Playing relaxation sounds.
Here he goes. And that's gonna repeat until you wake up in the morning, which is always nice. I kind of do that sometimes if I'm feeling a little stressed. And explore more things that your assistant can do. Just click on that, and here's all the things. Find some food recipes, have fun, and I could be like, okay Google, play Avengers Endgame trailer on YouTube on Den Display. And here we go. It's gonna play the amazing
Alright,
trailer.
here's Avengers Endgame trailer on YouTube.
Ready for it? There's no comments or likes, but you just get the viewing experience on this 7-inch display, which is nice. A little bit bigger than your phone.
Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this record...
I'll pause that, probably go back to that later. 10 million views? Huh? Oh, it's not by the actual. So if you want to watch YouTube videos, you have to be extremely specific. Swipe that away. And one of the best things about the Google Home Hub is it ever running your Google Photos albums, which I just find so amazing and nice, especially with that ambient light sensor. It just works out so perfectly. In the end, it took 3 years of smart home evolution to get our smart speakers to go from regular speakers to now having displays. Ever since the 2014 first generation Amazon Echo to now the 2017 Amazon Echo Show. But out of all of them, I'm going to recommend this one because this one is perfectly fitted into your home. It still packs a punch with the sound, and it only costs $100. I mean, you compare that to other things like the Amazon Echo Show 2nd generation or the JBL View, those things are a little pricey. But talking about this ever-rolling slideshow of photos in the background, of course I've already said that is from Google Photos, but you could put any photos you want, or you could put wallpapers of the Earth, of Mars, of space, of certain buildings and cities. You could put wallpapers or just these photos, ever-rolling photos of whatever you want, whether that be your own photos or curated photos just for you. This is great. You get to choose what type of images you would like to pop up on your Home Hub display as kind of a wallpaper in the Google Home application under ambient mode. And you get to choose from many options, including your own photos, which I just think is awesome. I love that feature of this Home Hub, which is something that the Home Mini or the Google Home can't offer at all since it doesn't have a display. But when you're talking to the assistant, you get to see what it's trying to interpret you saying, which is first off cool, but it's second off helpful in case you make any mistakes verbally and other things. By just asking for the weather, you get some visual information into your mind, which is always helpful. And I think smart displays should be in everyone's home nowadays if you want to get into some of the smart speaker game. Should you go for a Google Home Mini for only $30? Or the Amazon Echo Dot for $30, those are two appealing options. But when you can only spend $70 to get this madhouse right here with a 7-inch display, it's hard to not recommend that option as the go-to. The only, and I mean the only complaint that I have for the Google Home Hub is not the sound quality, it's not the display quality, it's not the software of smart things running on the device, it's not the way you can control your lights, it's none of that. It's how it is powered on. And it's powered on by this little circular power cord which is found in many devices across the globe. But I'm just gonna say, it's not USB-C, it's not micro USB, which the Google Home Mini powers on with, and which is kind of confusing. So if you lose that power cable, which comes with the Google Home Hub, you are out of luck for finding a quick and easy solution to plug it right back in. I mean, I wish it was USB-C, but yet again, for $100, you could kind of see where Google is trying to cut some corners, and that's definitely one of them. Just to quickly round off the design on the back of the device, of course, you have this nice fabric finish, but you also have the mute switch right here.
The mic's off.
Yeah, the mic's off, so if I say, okay, Google, it is not going to activate, but if I turn it back on, it is.
The mic's back on.
It's back on, and of course, you have the volume up and down right here, which you hear with that little nice satisfying sound right there. Overall, it's very small. Like, I mean, here's the Rubik's Cube right next to it. And it's not that big. I mean, it's only around, what, 3 times the size of a Rubik's Cube, and a Rubik's Cube is pretty small. So this could definitely fit on your nightstand. But I think if you want a smart display on your nightstand, you should probably go for the Lenovo Smart Clock, which is going to come out later this spring. But that right there was my Google Home Hub review. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for the latest and greatest. 3, 2, 1.